Good morning, South Florida.
And welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe Morning Show.
Grab your coffee as we brew up the talk of the day.
From the latest scoop around town,
to feel-good stories and messages of hope.
a few jokes and live calling,
Highlighting local businesses.
discussing hot trends and news stories.
A dash of feel-good nostalgia.
I love those morning cartoons.
Keeping up with upcoming events.
Sometimes trying and delicious foods.
Weekly horoscope updates.
An occasional flying duck.
Some sparkle dust.
Don't forget my bell.
And my wand.
With our brew crew laughing on set.
So grab your coffee, your bagel, donut, or any breakfast as we get you up and ready for the rest of your day.
And don't leave us hanging. Give us a follow. Comment live or call right into the show at 888-994-4995 Studio B.
Whether it's a tip of the day or just to say good morning, we'd love to hear from you.
From Amp Media Production Studio, it's
The Brooklyn Cafe Morning Show.
Dawn, where's the snooze button?
Freddie, it's time to get up. We got a show to do. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Hang tight, guys. Pressing the snooze one more time.
And it's time to do a show.
Morning time, snooze button.
Welcome to the morning show. I gotta tell you something. Today, the life in the place,
Yeah?
overflowing.
Really?
Yes.
That's because you got the boys here?
That's because the boys are singing. The lion sleeps tonight.
We mobile.
Fly, Eagles fly
Oh,
on
is that
the
why he's
road
so
to
happy?
victory.
The Eagles are 4-0. Only
Fly,
4-0 the
Eagles
team.
fly.
All right, let's all tone it down a little bit.
Score a
And the
touchdown, one,
I'm gonna
two,
mute your
three.
mic.
And the
Hey, you're muted now.
and the and the
Watch our Eagles
God.
fly.
and congratulations to the Philadelphia Phillies for making the playoffs first time in 11 years.
Yeah. No.
Said 11.
Yeah, it is 2022. Damn. Yeah, 11 years.
Wow.
So congratulations to them. The Mets, the Phillies are in. Atlanta's in.
Seattle's in.
We will all see you at the dance. Yeah, Seattle's in.
Since 2001.
I know. That's okay. This is the new era. All the money teams are in. If you look at it, Phillies put a lot of money in. The Mets put a lot of money. The Dodgers, all of them. So it's going to be fun. But today,
Lewis.
relax.
You know,
Don't worry about it.
Freddie's having some beautifications made to the studio.
We're making some adjustments. No.
And because I could not, in good conscience, put any of you guys on the ladder, he brought Lewis in to do that.
Why not?
We can all get on the ladder.
Really?
He's also going to fix your masterpiece in the back because he brought in a power drill for the cinder block.
She did a good job.
You did a
Bam.
great job, and now we're going to fix it.
That is like a nail to my heart.
Why?
That is so rude.
What are you talking about? We're going
You
to
don't
make
like
sure.
my work,
We're gonna make
so
sure
you
it
hired
stays.
someone
I didn't
to
say.
fix it.
I didn't say didn't like the work. I liked it so much that I want to make sure it doesn't come down
Really?
because
Yeah,
all-
right.
it all
That's
came
your
down-
excuse. That's
it
the
all
excuse.
it all came down on Sunday when I was here with him.
What'd
so.
you do? Did you smack the wall?
No, the nails are barely in, so they popped right out.
You're welcome.
So we're
You
gonna
did a
take
good
care.
job.
You're welcome.
I'm gonna let
guys.
you
It was
handle that
nothing. It
situation.
was nothing. It was just some repairs. from-
Bam.
What is it? You didn't sleep last night?
Bam.
Bam.
I tried to break into your car, then they told me it was your car, so I left it alone.
Oh.
We were here late last night.
Yeah.
We were here late doing political power hour and doing
All sorts of good stuff.
a lot of things.
All the now you see how smoothly I transitioned on the radio.
Yes.
Bada bing, bada bing, bada bing, bada boom.
Yes, you did.
Did we have a problem?
No. So I give Mike 2 minutes on his first commercial break. And I give him a 2. And I go back and I run sound, thinking he's going to look at the clock and know it's 2 minutes. 2 minutes, 5 minutes.
7 minutes.
7 minutes, he asked
9
another
minutes.
question. I go in and I give him a wrap up. And afterwards he said, man, that was the longest 2 minutes ever. I said, because it was 8. He said, what happened? I
Because
said,
you were supposed to go
I
back
said,
in.
why didn't you look at the clock and do 2? He goes, why didn't you come out and tell me to wrap it up? I'm like, okay.
Mike did something that I've never seen in the political arena in over 50 years.
Right?
He brought in an independent candidate, not a Republican, not a Democrat, but an
Non-party
independent.
affiliate.
And the guy was a sweetheart. He played with Herschel Walker. No, he played
Emmett
with
Smith.
Emmett Smith. He went
In
to high
Florida?
school with Emmett
At Florida.
at Florida.
Ooh.
And when they went to the coach to see who was going to be the star running back, Emmett had a 228-yard game, and the coach says, "What do you mean? Who's going to run the running back? Get out of my face! This is the guy." And it started Emmett's career. But this guy must have been pretty good to compare
So he's
himself.
running for lieutenant governor, governor on the same ticket, but it's non-party affiliate, so their color is, which I love, purple.
Purple.
Because they're bringing in the blue and the red, and they're making us one unified state, which I think in theory and in concept is amazing.
And what I like about him is that even though independents are considered the underdog, he understands what we do and how we do it.
He would still be here if we were stayed.
He says he wants to bring all the independents because they didn't get a chance on mainstream media. Even though we are on Comcast and things of that nature, that is mainstream media, but he doesn't get an opportunity to do what he did last night. So kudos to Mike for bringing that forward.
It was nice, right? Nice change.
Now tomorrow, you celebrate
Yom Kippur,
Yom
right?
Kippur.
It starts tonight at sundown.
So Dawn will not be with us tomorrow. So we are going to have a rotunda of producers, co-hosts with me.
Woo!
I gotta go to class, but I wish if I didn't.
She's got to
Do
walk
the
her
morning
fish.
show.
Josh and I will fill
I
in.
have class in the morning. 9
It's Yom
a.m.
Kippur. Classes should be closed. School should be closed
If you're
tomorrow.
Jewish, there's no school tomorrow.
I'm not Jewish.
Abba Salama Salini. Now you're Jewish.
I'm Jewish and they still don't close the school, so.
What we're going to do is I need you guys to set up a schedule as to rotate the people that will be here. I can't help it. I will welcome you.
Well, let's just do it every commercial break.
Whatever you say. Whatever you guys decide. So it's going to be fun because I'm going to be able to interact. And if they think that I'm going to do all the talking, they're out of their freaking mind.
Last time Freddie,
I get out of class at 12.
What are you doing? You over there? You over here? What are
last
you
time
doing?
Freddie did a show on his own, he said to me, "I will never do this again." It was 5 years ago.
No, but that was a different story.
That was a different circumstance. Yes.
I would talk to the person and she would look at me.
Me and Dawn did a show.
I know, I saw it.
You weren't here. So, you know.
So you
the
get out of
next
class
day.
at 12. Maybe she'll come help you out after class in the second
time do you get out?
shift.
9 to 12:50.
So come and do the 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock. I mean, if you're here, don't, excuse me. I got other players.
You've got Mia coming in to play the piano, which is spectacular.
Yeah, she'll be here at 12. And we have extended our contract with New York, New Jersey for 1 more month, so we'll be on that tomorrow.
Yep, we're going to keep, you know what? I got to take what you say, you don't shrink in fourth quarter. You never shrink. But fourth quarter is certainly not the time for us to retreat. So you got to keep plugging along, little steps. You got to keep going.
Some other homework that we have here. You see this? Salute to America Veterans Day concert with our own.
I didn't even recognize her in that
JC?
picture.
This is her sister. This picture must be 100 years old. Look how young she looks.
It's like ours on a media card, right? It's like, oh, it doesn't even
She looks
look
like she's
us.
12 here. But the concert is November 9th at 7 o'clock. It's called the Veterans Day Concert with our own J.C. Dreesen at the what is this?
Skolnick Center.
Yeah, what is that?
It's a center, I guess we're an performing arts center.
So she's going to put us in touch with them. We may be doing some business with them in the future, so more to come. But November 9th, you can go on her Facebook page. You can order tickets. I think it's at Eventbrite
Okay.
for the event. It's at 7 p.m. November 9th. Our own J.C. Dreesen will be on next week on her show, which is doing very, very well. And then I got a phone call from the radio station, VCGM Live. VCGM Live?
VCMG.
That. I'm never going to get those letters.
It's his name, Vic
I don't know
Canellis
his name.
Media Group, VCMG.
Our own radio station is having, you guys know who John Tesh is?
They have no idea who John Tesh is.
You guys don't know who John Tesh is?
How old do you think John Tesh is? He's got to be
60?
No, he's older than you.
70? No.
Got to be. On Entertainment Tonight, I was watching him in. How old were you when you were watching Entertainment Tonight?
Been years.
Exactly.
Wow, I didn't realize that. But they are having a concert gathering of him in Jupiter on December 10th of this year. And they're promoting sponsorship packages, which includes a tent, chairs, distribute merchandise, promote from inclusion on the table inside the Oldies tent. So Oldies is putting all this together. The package value is almost $4,000.
He's 70.
They're doing it for $750. So this is this. I already got 2 people.
John Tesh is 70.
I got 2 people that want to be to this thing. So if you know of anybody that wants to do it, give us a call at
888-994-4995 Studio B. Let us know how you're having your Tuesday. Baxton, you okay over there?
Yeah.
Maybe you should go back to caffeine.
What?
Why?
What? Well,
I told you to go get a cup of tea.
He
I
had one.
did. I had it.
All right, so just sip it and relax. Take it easy. And there's one more announcement. Arlen Park After Dark again. This on the 8th. It's this Thursday.
What is Arlen Park? Anyone heard
It's
of
in Jupiter.
Oh, okay. I
You know
thought they
where
were
this is?
missing an M for Marlin, but that's not it.
And they have, they got Pat Benatar Tribute Band. They got a Chicago band. February 14th, which is Valentine's Day.
Day.
That's a tough one. And then on April 8th, they're going to have a Motown tribute band, which I think I want to play with.
Well, before you
We'll
play
see.
with that, next
We'll see.
Thursday we've got a U2 tribute band coming into our studio for Night Train.
With that, we have to put out banners starting immediately to let people know.
So if they're doing that, you have to let them know that we've got the U2 tribute band coming next Thursday on Night Train. So that'll be a lot of fun. I guess following the J.C. Dreesen show. So that's going to be a quick turnaround.
I'm thinking that we hold that from 7:30 to 8:30. So if they want to play more than just, because they're going to have all the set
They
up.
got a lot to set up.
I've heard them play before. I was at the 4th of July out at the amphitheater.
They're amazing, and they're in all big performing arts centers. So to have them here is pretty spectacular. Paul Martini, and you talk about a man who's been in the business for years. He makes a living as a voiceover. You know, coming up next on HBO, that's him. And he writes children's books. So
Wow.
the dichotomy of what he does in the creative space is amazing to me, because you think he's a YouTube tribute band. He's the voiceover for HBO for years since he was in college, and he writes kids books. There's a whole series of children's books, so it's pretty interesting.
It is. It's going to be a whole lot of fun. And I think that when Josh's band played here for practice last week, I learned something. We got to turn the sound way down. We don't need to have it because people get, not their sound. Their sound is fine. I mean on our boards. Because I don't think we need to record it that loud. I mean, we're going to talk about it afterwards today. But it was a lot of information that I got on your band, which I think is an excellent band. I'd love to have them back on a set.
He'd like to have him back too.
Well, they didn't enjoy being here?
No, they did. I don't know.
Okay, well, you always say no, 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 and then they come to me and says, he didn't tell us.
I mean, you thought we sounded good,
Absolutely.
and well, in my ear, it just sounded sluggish.
Well, the problem is that you have dirt in your ears. We got to get all that out. Because
it was just too loud.
the problem is that, yeah, I mean, for me, it wasn't. I sat in the back. I was having popcorn. I was having a great time. I think that the problem is you guys don't play enough. I think you need to play more. But it doesn't sound sluggish. You could do a Thursday night with that band. If you give me some oldies cover band.
Yeah, we have a lot of oldie stuff.
You could play it. You could play. The kid can sing. He's not bad. I think a female backup would be nice.
Bree, you gonna sing? You?
Bree, you should sing.
Katie, you sing?
You sing?
No, but I'll just.
She
stand there and
raps.
look pretty.
Yo.
I'll
She
stand
does-
there and look pretty.
She does her rap. Yeah,
There's nothing wrong with that. They need dancers around them. There's nothing wrong with
Lucky
that.
there's some Zumba on the side.
I think, honestly speaking, I spoke to Cece as well. Honestly speaking, I don't think that you guys are that bad.
Yeah, we're
You know?
amazing. Snap.
I mean, you're not at the 18 level yet, but
Wait, can I be her backup dancer?
the the Texas band, the Katie
Texas band. You gonna put on a cowboy hat?
I
Do
don't
you-
even own a cowboy hat.
Do you sing?
No.
She raps.
Well, the other thing is the opera man over here sing.
What did you call me?
Opera man.
I thought you said the Alpha Man. I'm like, no.
Opera
I
man.
heard Aquaman.
Aquaman?
Opera. And you
The
sing.
Opera Man. Okay.
What? You do sing. I got 4,000 people that hit on that little thing, your Cleopatra.
Cleopatra.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Which is the rest of it?
I
Foxy
thought you did real
Cleopatra.
well.
She did a great job on that one. Okay, did you know,
Don't sell yourself short, guys.
according to a report from the National Institute on Alcohol Abuse and Alcoholism, American consumption reached how many gallons of alcohol do you think people drink in 2018? Now, before COVID, what do you think they drank?
The whole country?
Mm-hmm.
How many gallons?
How many gallons of alcohol?
60 million.
No, that's a little too much.
60,000.
I was gonna say 5 million.
100 million.
20 million.
Katie?
20 million.
How many gallons of alcohol did Americans consume in 2018?
I don't know.
100,000.
Well, that's a question, Katie.
Well, I don't know. So
Guess, Katie.
7.8 billion with a
Billion.
B gallons.
200 million doesn't even
And that
enough.
was before COVID. Can you imagine what
A
the latest
year?
studies are? A year. They drank 6.3 billion gallons of beer, 900 million gallons of wine, 570 million gallons of spirits. As a country, we drink 2.35 gallons of alcohol per capita per year,
I think I'm going back to drinking because I want
which
to be a stat.
amounts for 501 drinks a year per person.
You know, you should stop drinking so much.
Do you think about how many drinks do you have a year?
Me? 501.
like two.
You and the average person, you heard me? That was pretty good.
Two?
Like two.
How much do you drink? Uh-huh.
I drink on the weekends. I do.
There's nothing wrong with it.
On occasion, I'll drink on the weekday, depending on the kind of day I have. Here's the thing. I don't drink too much. People do say I drink too often, but when I do drink, I only have a single one. That's all I do. I never.
I
drink
drink to
one.
forget, but I
I
always
don't drink
remember.
too much, but I drink too often.
Did you hear what she said?
What?
Worries of the wise.
I drink to forget, but I always remember.
Like, and people like talk about like like when I do drink, I never have a second one. I just have it's like a one and done type of deal.
Wow.
Just to.
You drink a lot? Yes, you do.
No.
You slow down?
We need. I am a lightweight. No, we need to legalize something else.
Legal marijuana is already
Yes. No, nationwide.
there. Nationwide. It's
Yes.
On
coming.
your side.
It better be.
It's coming. They already talking about it at the White House. Yeah, it's coming.
Sweet.
You know, the problem is they make more money by legalizing marijuana on taxes than they do of trying to stop it from being legal.
That's the only thing I hate. It's the prices are going to go up
Are gonna
a
go up.
lot.
You know, a nickel bag is now $50.
They're going to tax it like
You remember
everything
nickel
else.
bags? In the day, we used to buy nickel bags, $5. You got a joint. Now, $50 for the same joint. That's what's going on.
I do not know. They say the West, people in the West of the United States drink far more than those in the South.
See that in the West.
What?
In the
What,
West.
China?
West
No.
of the Western
Yeah,
United
Texas.
States.
Well, that's true. California drinks a whole lot. Colorado. Did you see the
I would
first?
think the Northeast, when it gets cold, you would think you would drink to stay warm.
Yeah,
People
but
in
they-
Wisconsin,
They're too cold.
heavy beer drinkers.
Yeah, but they're
Oh,
too cold.
Wisconsin.
They're too
Oh,
cold to take the
no.
survey.
You ever been to Wisconsin?
No.
I've
heard of it, though. I've heard of it.
Oh. You know, you gotta stop drinking.
Where's my drink?
That would be a fun thing to do, though, for your cooking up chaos. You could pick a food of the state,
Okay.
and you guys can travel the world with your cooking. Virtually.
Get a map and put a pin and say we're going to go to Chicago and this is their number one day.
And,
It'll be
and,
like a
and,
pizza.
and maybe I can put one of those stand-up grills in the studios.
Right, or then you make a pizza. If you're going to go
Any-
to Vermont, you do something with what? Maple syrup.
Listen to me very carefully. They have this dish that you can cook almost anything in a microwave,
Oh.
even pizza, anything. You ever seen this
We
thing?
can also do by the magic of TV. You put it in the oven, and
And
it
bring
comes
it
out
down.
and it's cooked. So you just bring it in prepared. You
and say,
cook it,
voila,
you put
this
it
is
in.
what it looks like.
Right. So
Give
a
me
lot of
another.
fun things we
mhm.
can do.
Give me one more. One more.
Oh yeah.
We should have Baxton record some sound
He's
effects.
got to stop drinking.
Oh no.
I drink wine.
You?
Wine.
Wine? You like wine?
You look like a wino. You
know
look
what?
like.
That disclaimer's
But
going
let
to
me
keep
tell you
going
why.
back up there.
But let me
I'll
tell you
you.
why. When people drink wine, they're like real sophisticated. You ever gone to like an art dealership and they give a lot of red or whites?
Yeah.
And all they do is they walk around like, so what do you
you
think
wanna-
of this thing? They
They don't even drink it. They just hold
and
it.
they have
for
their
the-
finger out like that, you know, so that you
I
are.
went to a
upper
winery. It
echelon.
was so nice. I'll take it. I went to a winery, and it was so nice. Like it was in Florida. It was in part of St. Lucie County, all the way down there.
Wow.
And they make their own wine. It's funny because we are not known for making like wine, Florida. So it's a seasonal thing when they have the wine grapes and you can see it. But they make their own wine and they make actually grape juice too, which is really good.
I'm sorry. Do you know?
It's where? St. Lucie?
do,
Part of
you,
St. Lucie.
do you know Shebley's?
Who?
Schnebley's. We got to
Schnebley?
bring them back in, Freddie. We got some calls to make.
Schnebley's? You don't know? They've been here 100 times. I went down to the farm. They make their own wine.
Where?
Homestead.
Homestead.
Oh wow.
It's delicious.
You see, personally,
And
I
it's
do
sweet
drink
too.
Yeah.
It's not too like.
You like the
bitter.
sweet one?
Yeah.
wine, but I am a cocktail fanatic through and through.
You're just a
And
drinker.
I
What's your cocktail of
Hey,
desire?
we're not here to judge.
yeah, I don't drink like
Oh, yes.
I never get drunk.
Pina
I just have
colada.
one drink and that's it.
You like pina colada?
I'm a fruity drinker.
Oh, you're
Oh, I am a
fruity.
fruity guy too. I love margaritas. I love tequila,
Katie, you hear this?
margaritas,
He's a foodie.
mojitos. Oh my gosh, I
You
can-
like mojitos?
Oh, mojitos are great.
I like my
Um,
pina coladas. I like my Long Islands.
Do you like long walks in the rain?
Long Island ain't no fruity drink, baby.
Ooh,
Long
yeah,
Island.
it is.
That's a man's
Long
drink
iced
right
tea?
there.
Bartender.
It
Yeah,
depends
here's
who
the
makes
thing.
it.
You like Long Island iced tea? That's
I
my
like-
that's my
That's
specialty.
got to be your specialty because you
Yeah.
make drinks and
I
you don't
like
taste it.
the kind of Long Island iced tea that my friend makes, because he makes it with iced tea and not Coke. He takes this really
You
yeah.
can. You can.
Ew.
He makes it with tea, and he puts I think gin, a blood orange gin, some sweet and sour mix.
That ain't no blood. That is not a Long Island. That's a New
Yeah.
Jersey iced tea.
Really?
Look it up. Yeah.
I
You
don't
know, I wish we had the sound effects from the other board so I could just throw stuff in right now.
You should add them.
You should
They're
have it.
not here.
Add them. Find them and add them. So people, apparently your post last night has triggered a lot of comments about the wine.
The wine. What
Your
what,
wine post?
Oh, you like that?
So did everyone else. Apparently they are asking for a virtual wine night here.
Absolutely. All in. All in. You're gonna be.
Freddie said.
Ready,
That
set.
one you
I'm
can-
in too.
So my question is,
Oh, really? You
does
may
it
have to
mean
go
that
pay the rent.
anyone has wine?
Well,
or are we all
That's,
pretending?
yeah, that's the thing. All the producers bring in their own special.
Ooh.
We should bring Schlepley in
That's a
and
good
let them
idea.
bring
Maybe I'll
theirs
get
and then
wine
let them
from-
judge it. Let's have a virtual wine. Lift your glass virtually.
So do we want to do this? When do we want to do this? On a night show?
Yeah.
Or a day
Monday
show.
night, 7 o'clock.
Monday night.
Monday.
Okay.
Class.
Monday.
Excuse me.
They're like, who was here last
How
night?
about
Me and
Friday?
Freddie.
Let's do it on a Friday. We can cheers to the end of the week.
I could do it at 8 o'clock on Friday.
You know, I took out all the garbage yesterday, and John says, "You saw the box of all this stuff. Do you need some help?" I'm like, "No, I'm good." I'm walking. I'm thinking, why am I walking all the way down there with all of this
I
garbage?
don't know why you
yesterday?
did that. I told you to put it in my car.
I didn't hear you say that.
Anyway,
They wonder why you put the garbage in your car. By the way,
to throw it down there. And if it stinks, I keep it like this.
we didn't
Freddie
smell. It's just a
said-
lot of cardboard.
Freddie says, but what day can we do it? We can't do it Monday. I got
Thursday.
Thursday night.
Thursday night.
I'll
What
come
time?
back
What
from
time?
class. I get out of class at
Times. I need numbers.
We should
anyone
do
will
it
come back.
between.
You can't do it between.
Why can't you do
'Cause
it
they'll
at
be
6
drunk.
o'clock? You counting? Good morning. Happy birthday.
What do you need? Need me?
The
what?
hook.
The hook.
That's right where we left.
All right, let's take a commercial
break. Stay tuned. More to come. 888-994-4995. Studio B. Let us know you want to have a virtual wine night here.
Hey travelers, everybody wants cheap airfares, but where can you find them? You call Smart Fares. Our prices are direct from the airlines and they're so low they're not published anywhere. Smart Fares specializes in cheap flights, discount hotel rooms, cheap car rentals, and great package deals anywhere around the world. Wherever you want to go, Smart Fares can help you get there cheaply and with the best price guarantee. If you want the absolute lowest prices on your airline tickets or other travel services, call us right now. That's right, call That's the only way to get these low rates. Experts are standing by 24/7 to get you the lowest rates available. So don't wait. Call Smart Fares right now for the best price guaranteed. Save up to 50% off business and first class. We've got great last-minute travel deals too.
Call 855-828-0198. That's 855-828-0198. 855-828-0198.
Planning for the future should not be painful and needs to be discussed. From health, family, finances, allow qualified professionals to aid in your planning. Luhu Advisors have been serving South Florida for over 30 years. A licensed real estate broker, insurance agent, assisted living administrator, and certified senior advisor, Paul Solomon is the most qualified and well-rounded advisor for any task. Specializing in real estate, long-term care, life insurance and annuities, Social Security, government benefits, and senior housing, Luhu Advisors. Let us help you.
Being a successful woman in business means having the courage to own who you are. We understand the challenges faced by women, and we are here to help. Our team is here to develop the best strategy designed just for you. Your path is unique, and with the right tools, you can accomplish your dream. From radio to TV, from podcasting to magazines, we create the visibility to amplify your impact in business. At New Dawn Media, we are here to help bring your message forward and help your business flourish. It is time for your message to be seen and your voice to be heard. Contact us at 866-224-5422 or brooklyncafe.tv. Your voice can make a difference.
We hope you're enjoying this episode of the Brooklyn Cafe TV show. Whether you enjoy watching in the mornings or afternoons, you can now watch with your favorite merchandise. Choose from the Brooklyn Cafe t-shirts, ranging from sizes small to 3XL. Colors available include black, dark heather, and navy. Feeling chilly? Just check out our latest hoodie with over 9 colors to choose from. Sip on some Brooklyn Cafe coffee with Dawn and Freddie in a matching mug as seen on set. Brooklyn hats and special seasonal items are always popping up and available upon request. To purchase, you can visit our online store at brooklyncafe.tv/shop. Happy shopping!
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
And we're back
What do you got going on? What's your question?
with me.
With me, who are you?
Bree Bree.
Bree Bree.
And yeah, because I'm filling in for Freddie. Because, you know, Freddie said. So we're thinking this Thursday, wine, crackers, cheese.
Oh, a whole wine night? Let's do it. Okay.
Freddie said.
Wine.
No, wine night. You know, you bring your wine, your favorite
You took the tie ups, right?
you bring your
What tiles?
your
The black tie?
Alright, can we stay focused?
What tile?
we bring your favorite wine.
I didn't move any
and
tiles.
we share.
Alright, I'm gonna flip the camera to me.
Tie ups.
Tie-ups. Maybe.
Oh, I'm sorry. Am I in your way?
So this Thursday
This Thursday at what, 6?
at 6 o'clock, we're doing virtual wine night.
Okay. 6?
Yeah.
Why are you looking?
Well, when else are we going to do it?
I mean, you have a mic.
No, Bree stole it.
When you going to be here?
when you gonna be here?
Then we do it next Thursday. You know you're not here, so you're not here till 7:20. So let's do it next Thursday when you're here.
6 o'clock does not work for me. You could do it at 4. You could do it at 5. You could do it at 6.
There's so much chaos going on.
You could do it at 7. You could still do it. I just be a little late.
No, we got to do it with you.
Freddie said.
I'll be here. I just won't be here at 6 unless I can get. Wait a minute. This Thursday's the 13th.
This
That's
Thursday
next
is the
Thursday.
6th.
I'll be here next Thursday.
Let's do
Next Thursday. Okay, next Thursday. It's me.
That's her. Fixing her mic.
Click.
I can't.
Wait, which one are you using?
I have to
Mine.
put it somewhere.
I'm so confused.
I got 3, he has 4, and then I got the last.
There you go. There you go. It's on.
Okay. Next Thursday, we're going to do it. You'll be here.
I'll be here.
The 13th.
The 13th.
Bring your favorite wine. We're all gonna share our different wines.
Okay.
Okay.
6 o'clock.
6 o'clock, everybody.
After editor's desk, we move right into a virtual wine night. So we have time to promote it, and it's the night of you two. So let's do a whole big event.
Okay.
Why don't
Bring
we
your
do
favorite
that?
cheese and crackers.
Can I bring rum?
Is that wine?
Unless you have a wine rum, no.
Can I bring rum? Really? Really, Josh?
We got to fix Katie's camera. Katie looks
It's
so.
all Josh's fault.
So-
Ow, where's she at?
So
She looks. Where are you,
Zoom
Katie?
in.
Thanks.
All right, what else you got going on? They wanted to know about the shorts for movies of Del Rey. Also,
Okay. I got a message yesterday. They want to do it Thursday, this Thursday. They want to know what time. This is a special showing. So we picked
Can
the
it be
time.
like at 5?
No.
I have class.
Well, tell the professor you
I
gotta
can't.
go.
We already missed a whole week because of the hurricane.
Well,
She's
that-
gonna be like, no, we're behind already. So you can't be more behind.
So listen, nobody obligates you to go to college. I went to college too.
I think your professor will let you out because it's
of what
for
it's
film.
for. Yeah. Ask her to hold the class at the movies.
Send
of
everyone.
Del Rey.
I don't think she's gonna want to do that. We're already behind.
Well, stop thinking for people and see what happens.
Okay, I'll ask.
I have to tell you, we had that guest in studio yesterday who used to work for FEMA. He said the devastation in Florida is worse than the devastation they saw for Maria
It's
5
the
years
worst,
ago.
yes.
You know if I'm too zoomed in.
No, you're good. They say it's more devastation than you realize. Paola Zamboni took in some friends from the West Coast, and she said they lost everything.
Wow.
So we're going to see if we can bring her in. People are looking for so much help. Housing. If you have extra housing, an extra room that you could rent, food, baby formula, diapers. We're actually putting together a drive. We're going to put all the information out. Touched by Angel Live, one of the shows we do here on Thursday night. They are collecting. There are 6 locations for drop-offs. So much is needed. I don't even know where you begin. I know, Freddie, you're going to say one drop at a time, one bucket at a time. But when you've lost everything and
Anything
lives,
will
more and
help.
more people they're finding that have lost their lives in Fort Myers. And now, it's all going up the chain as to did they tell them to evacuate soon enough?
I mean, I think they did, but they didn't take it too seriously.
That's what happened.
We Floridians don't
I-
take hurricanes
I think, true
seriously.
true Floridians that stayed, they think they're more powerful than a hurricane.
Mhm.
So-
Like my mom, she's in Okeechobee. She took the precautions, putting sandbags, because we are next to the levee and the lake, so we had to be careful. Because last time one of the levees broke, so we had to be.
Did they drive our Chevy to the levee? The levee was dry. No, how was the house? How were the levees and the lakes?
Everything's good. They repaired it just in time. But I remember the last hurricane that hit us, we didn't have power for a whole 2 weeks. We lost a tree landed on my car, but it was a small tree, so it didn't do any damage. But it was a disaster, and I was like, wow, I wish we prepared more, because we didn't take it too seriously. And then now we do take every hurricane seriously because we have to where we live.
It's funny, in Puerto Rico, I learned a lesson when I was in high school about what a hurricane does. And we lived in the mountains. I just never realized that mudslides have become a thing now. A mudslide is as dangerous as what you see going on in Fort Myers. Now, this morning I saw people actually getting back by boat to Sanibel Island. Wow, there is nothing left.
I was going to ask you, is there anything left of the island?
There is nothing left. What used to be rose is now mud or sand.
Wow.
There was an artist, and 4 of her paintings survived that size. But there's nothing left. There's total annihilation. It's like an atomic bomb.
Wow.
And when I was in Puerto Rico in 2017, I went the day after Maria. You saw that guy talking about it last night. I have never in my life witnessed anything like that. How eerie it is. There wasn't a bird in the sky. not a plane, nothing was crawling. I live in the jungle. No birds, nothing. Everything was swept out. It was the most devastating, saddest thing I've ever seen in my life.
It was to the day. You were in PR 5 years ago this week.
To the day.
To the day.
My mother's death. She died in a hurricane. And a hurricane is no joke. If you see something that large coming at you, don't be a hero. Don't think you can ride it out. This is a concrete box. If I had to run in here, then this is bad. And I am never challenging a storm. If 4 or 5 is coming, I'm gone. I don't care where I go. I am gone, and I'm going early.
And now they're looking at hurricane codes, because even things that were built, they showed I guess, an airplane hangar that was built 6 months ago, gone.
Gone. But who can sustain 175 mile an hour winds? This is just, like a jet stream coming at you.
It's a cloud as big as a state.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I don't understand with all the science that we have worldwide, because there's typhoons that happen on the other side of the world with same thing, that we can't do something in science to dissipate the strength of the storm. If we send in airplanes to look at the speed, why is there not, I don't want to say chemical, but a chemical is something that can break up the velocity of the storm from churning? Or can we put something in the water or the air to change that? But they're both looking at me. There's nothing.
You're talking about what he just said. Look at the size of this thing.
Yeah, we can't do anything. We're just making it worse with
pollution and everything.
Yeah, global warming and everything, because we're just making the waters hotter, more warmer, and it's just making those storms bigger and stronger.
And I remember they warned about the Gulf waters were 89 degrees, and they were petrified what was going to happen. And as it gets bigger in the warm waters, it becomes more unpredictable. They didn't know Sanibel was going to be the target. They didn't know. They said, listen, somewhere on the East Coast, on the West Coast, West Coast, somewhere on the West Coast is going to hit. But you get out of its way. Mm-hmm. You get out. Now look at these roads, like the highways, the bridges that have disappeared. You think a house is going to sustain these winds when bridges made of steel are going to survive?
The bridges are gone.
Yeah.
Gone. I mean, come on now. You got to be smarter. Well, how many lives did we lose? It's over 100 lives, I hear.
Mm-hmm.
And more. They're just going into the rubble and finding more and more people that have lost life.
It's sad. My biggest concern is you guys think you're invincible. Because when I was your age, I thought I was invincible.
I went to my boyfriend's house. I didn't stay at my door.
Well, if a 5 was coming
I'm going
way,
home. Or
I'm going to get a bus and put everybody on it because we got to go.
I didn't know it was a 5 till it hit us, though. Because it
turned
started as a...
They didn't either.
It started as a tropical storm, and 2 days later...
That's when you got to go.
That's when I was worried because my boyfriend's like, yeah, I'm going to go to work. I was like, have you seen the news? He's like, no, I'll be fine. It's going to be okay. I'm like...
I thought it was just going to follow the same path as the hurricanes did previous years. Because it would bounce off Cuba and just keep going west. And that's kind of what it looked like it was doing. So I thought it was going to go hit Louisiana or Houston. But
Houston, Texas.
First time in 200 years, Havana asked the United States for help. They are... You see Sanibel? That's what Cuba looks like right now.
Right, and it's not just, you say, oh, Cuba doesn't have the infrastructure, they don't have the finances. The United States, Florida has, but yet even our bridges couldn't sustain it, so.
It's just tough, and it's going to take, the problem also is that they got to build up things fast, so they're not going to be, look at Punta Golda, again, has to be rebuilt.
Again.
And everything that's put in there ends up falling apart because you're doing it as fast as you can. They're not the best materials in the world that they're using. Bottom line is, lesson learned. It's coming. It starts at a 1, turns into a 3. You got to go, especially if the waters are over 80 degrees. Mm-hmm. Simple. You take your stuff and you get the hell out of Dodge. And then you come back to whatever's left over. Those people that came back now, they got nothing. Can you imagine if they were in their house?
There's actually, and I want to repost this, our friend in Tampa, Lady N, there's Chefs for Florida free meal sites that are available out in Port Charlotte and Fort Myers. So I want to put this out, that people are donating food. We're going to send this out.
The problem is that there's no radio stations. There's nothing going on in Isabel. So no matter what information we got, unless you take it there and you tell people, this is one of the things that I learned when I was in Puerto
Isn't there a Beasley station in Tampa?
In Tampa, yes. But there's nothing. Nothing's reaching people. There's no radios down there. First responders have contact, but they're not talking to people that are stranded all over the place. When we were in Puerto Rico, we didn't have any news. I couldn't get a phone line. I couldn't get
You
nothing.
didn't even have phones. Remember, you were taking a
Nothing.
satellite phone with you.
Nothing worked. And the problem is that you don't have any information going in. You don't know these chefs have meals. You got to sort of go to the people that are there and tell them, listen, this is what's going on. We used to get word of mouth. I'll never forget when FEMA came and they asked for our family at a church. They had packages of food and water and everything else. And somebody came to me from over there and they said, Santori, you got to get going. They're waiting for you. It took 3 days to get to them. We didn't drink water or anything for 3 days. It was nuts. And we went over there and they had tarps and the military was there. And you could see the helicopters come in and they were dropping packages down to local areas because the roads were washed out, the trees were all over the place. So I can only imagine what they're going through over there because they're locked away. I mean, I was in an island too, but this is even worse. You can see the mainland from here, and you can't get any help. You know, that's desperate stuff going on over there. And people are coming in on boats now.
And the crazy thing is, this is not a big state. It's not a wide state. It's a long state. But it feels like it's the other side of the world. And it's only 2 hours away from us, if you think about it, right? It's right on the other side. How lucky we all are. But how sad and the devastation is for everybody else on the other
I knew
side.
something was up when Gio came over. That was the saddest day, the happiest day, but I knew something was going on because I know he got inside information. And they told him, get out. And he was told to evacuate. He says, no, Dad, I was just telling him. Something's going on because you saw everything is going on in NASA and the spaceship was saved and everything else and it's going to go up in November. Something. They have the latest and best technology. So they knew something. But think about the panic. If I told you a fire was going to destroy your house, think about the panic that would have happened.
What do you take with you?
My statues.
That's the thing.
What do you take?
If they tell you with 2 days or a day before it comes,
Taking all my
those
statues.
highways might be packed. They're stuck in their cars on the highway.
Yep.
And I would rather be stuck inside my house instead of a car with the storm coming.
That's why you take back roads.
That's why you got to get out earlier. I think
Yeah.
that's part of it. Is people
Gotta
had
leave
to get
early.
out
The
earlier.
thing is, there's only one way into Okeechobee and one way out of Okeechobee.
That's
There's
a
no
problem.
other way. You have to go this way. So that's the problem.
Gio
too.
drove on 60s, 60 by Okeechobee.
Mhm.
It's the only road open to Tampa. Everything else is
Yeah.
closed now. 60.
And that's a small. I can't imagine driving that road in a storm.
No.
Speeding through there.
But if you know, this is a heads up. You guys are going to be living in Florida. If it's coming, look at the water temperature, look at what's happening, and get your family to safety. If you got to go, you got to go. You can't replace your life, but you can replace a house. It may take forever, but you can. And just get out. The loss of life it's just ridiculous that these people stayed on an island. I can't just understand that.
But that's the thing that most people don't take it seriously. That's why. We as Floridians, oh, it's just a storm. We've been through it all. It's okay. We're going to stay. We're going to ride it out. Thinking that it will sustain. And then the outcome as we see now, it didn't. And I think we as Floridians need to take it seriously and not make it as like a joke. Because the amount of videos and TikToks I've seen of people in the storm making videos is just ridiculous.
Yeah, Floridians are not the smartest.
They're not the smartest.
It's just hurtful.
But the other side is you also don't know the finances of people who live in an RV, who
Where
are
they
living
gonna
on
go?
their boats.
Yeah, but
Where
though
do you go?
They had places open that aren't being facilitated on this side. They could have taken buses over. Listen, where there's a will, there's a way.
Yes.
Okay, I don't care if you're the poorest person in the world, you're gonna make it. Remember when I was at the airport and they had those 13 children who lost all their everything, including their parents, waiting at the airport for 3 days? I screamed at the airlines. I says, "Are you insane?" And I gave my ticket. I says, "Take 2 seats, take 2 of them." And people started giving their tickets to get those kids to the mainland. They found a way. They found a way. I don't want to hear it. There is always a way. Put the money to the side. This is a dire situation going on right now. Dire. So if we can get food, get money. The problem is that when you drive over there, it's like 9/11, man. They stop you. They didn't let me in on 9/11. They did not. Just gotta keep doing it. Gotta keep going.
Gotta keep going. Gotta keep going. So we're gonna do a virtual wine night. We're going to lift some spirits. Let's see, maybe we can do a fundraiser. Let's see what we can do here at the cafe. More to come. We've got Cooking Up Chaos today.
What time are all the shows today?
Maybe at 11. We've got
All of them?
Cooking Up Chaos, I believe, is at 11. 12 o'clock is our midday show. And then we've got some recordings, some things going on in the afternoon.
I have class at like 3:30.
All right, we'll see what else is going on.
We still got a late night wait?
Yes and no.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Kind of.
We have a late night.
But yes and no. Yes.
I have Tuesday is a film. Wednesday, one late.
One late, 7:30.
It's a piece of cake.
Luhu.
Oh, okay.
Piece of cake.
Oh, okay.
All right, have a great morning, everyone. Stay tuned. Let us know what your favorite wine is. Let's see what we can bring this forward for next
Sweet
Thursday.
How are they going to contact her?
You're going to give us a call at 888-994-4995. Let's put a promo together. Virtual wine night at the cafe.
Okay.
We'll see you in a little bit.
Thank you for listening to the Brooklyn Cafe Morning Show. My mug is empty, and you know what that means.
I think it means it's time for a coffee refill.
As we prepare for other shows here at the Amp Media Production Studios.
Tune in for more fun and laughs at 12 o'clock for our afternoon show.
And remember to like, follow, and subscribe on our page.
Have a great morning, everyone. Stay safe and be kind to each other.
And don't be late.